I could never do this alone. Come on. Still Dre, still on top, still got it. The Sonic still iconic, they still the product. I seen the money coming, I showed you that I'm a prophet.
And I'm riding shotgun in case get out of pocket. Why you wanna press the issue? You need to stop and keep a lawyer on retainer for depositions and dockets. Back to the topic in case you forgot it. Anonymous head bobbing, baby, keep that popping.
Baby, I'm just trying to get
Legendary.
Open them wide.
Sounding like
Mind if I pull up with a few?
we can't arrange that.
Dropping out of the blue.
You know what? That.
All I wanna do is and just take your money. All I wanna do is and just take your money.
Open up the rhyme book and read the composition. I can truly give about the competition. I'm in another atmosphere, I'm on another mission. Yeah, you know that boy Logic put pen to page like a petition. You always switching up your whole position. I can see it in your face like an esthetician. Food for thought, it's the highest caliber nutrition. Everything come out my mouth, that's my own cognition. I got out the hood, then got money in addition. I remember when that boy ain't had no pot to. They wouldn't let me in, so I never.
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the reigning Super Bowl champs and the River Hogs. Coming up next.
After hundreds of battles throughout the season, we finally determine a champion tonight. As EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings you the biggest game of them all, the Super Bowl. Tonight, the Lombardi Trophy's in the building, and we've got a fight to see who's gonna raise it. Between our AFC champions and the representatives from the NFC. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Heward. I'm Kate Scott, and Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm. Both teams have fought through so much to get here, and the moment has arrived. We're underway in the Super Bowl. He stopped on the return at the 27. Out comes their offense for its first possession of the game. And they'll be let out by someone that we'll get a look at here, this second-year passer.
And even if he's still pretty early in his career, we know he is perfectly comfortable and settled into this spot as the be-all, end-all for this offense. Every time you take the field as a quarterback, you know you're gaining experience. You're getting more comfortable in the role. And as he goes forward, he tries to learn and take something away from each and every one of these moments.
And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 31. Taken in by Smith. And he reaches the 35 before going out. 3rd and just 2 to go. He's going to throw this one. Complete beyond the marker. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. Brought in by Turner. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
They'll throw on first. Hauled in left side. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And they're going to have a first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
This finds Smith. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
He's got Smith. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line. They have themselves another 1st and 10. He'll throw it yet again. Dump off caught by his back.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Throwing it again here. Cut near the goal line. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. It was the rookie from USC who got there for that tackle. A lot of Super Bowl left for us as we've reached the end of one. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. More from Minneapolis right after this. Time to begin the second quarter, and we'll pick up with what's already been a lengthy possession. They're moving it well, but now face a 3rd and short. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense. And now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks. And sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Celebrating a decade in the NFL, he sends it through. And they're on the board.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Return coming from the 6. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. So here's their offense now to take over for the first time. And leading the way is their 4th-year QB.
And he doesn't have the advantage he usually does coming off a bye week. Both these teams came in here well-rested after a Sunday away. Of course, that means an extra week of prep work for this defense, too. So he's got his work cut out for him to find ways to attack them today.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Here's a give up the middle. Room to work at the 35. And he's all the way up to the 41. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it'll give him a first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. Back-to-back carries here. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now. So it's the 2-minute warning here from Minneapolis. It's the Lumberjacks facing a 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Looking for a target. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means fourth down coming up.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and third downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, the coach wants to see them convert those.
And he'll bring in this fair catch at the 13. So no return on that punt. And they're going to be backed up deep in their own territory to begin this one. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That one complete to Turner. And he's going to be marked down 5 yards short of that first. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Pass play now. Dumped off to his running back. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. So long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Lays out, what a catch! Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. They are throwing it again. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Lumberjacks take over as he records his 10th career INT. Well, we all know, Brock, those slot guys start piling up receptions, and that makes them a priority target for the defense.
Yep.
They kept someone nearby, and they pick off that check down.
Yeah, if a play breaks down in today's football, like back in my day, last century, you check down the running back. That's not the case anymore. These slot receivers, well, they're as big a security blanket as running backs are, but the defenses, to your point, Kate, they figured it out too. And that defense, well, they didn't just figure it out in their head. They went out and executed with their bodies to take it away.
And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Before we can get a snap on 2nd down, they call timeout. Throwing now from the gun. And he's able to get this down to the 36. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. 1st down, ball at the 36. He'll look to throw. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Oh, that is such a bummer. A dropped touchdown right in the end zone. We're going to see how quickly he can flush this one. He better, because they got to make it impact later.
And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. All right, timeout taken by the offense. 5 seconds left, and they can take some points into the locker room on this final play of the half.
I know, you always want to finish drives in the end zone, but no matter what, the important thing is they end in some kind of points, and that's mission accomplished there.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. He'll throw it. He's going to lob one deep down the left sideline. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. That's halftime in the biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl. Now we'll get you down to our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. And what a season this has been, and it is nearing a conclusion. You guys enjoy the show out there. We'll get it back out to you, too, in just a moment. Not too much to show you scoring-wise in that first half. Just a couple of field goals. Make up all the score. But I wouldn't be surprised if we're close to a breakthrough. And things should open up as we move along.
This return makes it up to the 25. So their offense will have it first to begin quarter number 3. And And they could take control of the second half early, Brock, if they break the tie on this opening drive. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. From the 28. The disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
I don't fault the look downfield at all. I mean, that's just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
To the air, 3rd long. Hits him on the in route. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Catch made by Foreman. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Still sticking with the passing game. Foreman there to haul it in. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. All right, set now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
From the 43. Short pass brought in. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Throwing from the gun. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. The give now out of the shotgun. And they make the tackle at the 28-yard line. They get it to single yard that time. They're going to have to solve 3rd down and 4. He's dropping back to throw. Dumps it off to his running back. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
That's cut beyond the marker. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. An entire season comes down to the next quarter. We're through 3 in the Super Bowl. Just a field goal aside so far as we enter the final quarter of play. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Finds his target, Foreman. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They'll throw it again. He just throws this one away.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
He's back to throw. And the connection made in the end zone. Touchdown. The Lumberjacks take a 4th quarter lead. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate. You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. What makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
That one splits the uprights. And the Lumberjacks break that tie and now lead by 7. Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. He fields it from the 8. He's stopped on the return at the 27. Here comes their offense out again. Still time to go, Brock, but that touchdown has them down now 7. They've got to find the end zone here. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
You know, I'm really not sure if that was an intentionally brave play to challenge double coverage or just simply not seeing the 2 defenders. Either way, what a tremendous throw.
There he goes on the right side. He makes it in for the touchdown. The River Hogs now trail by just a point in the 4th. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
And he hits that point after, so we're all set up for a heck of a finish here. We're tied in the final frame of the Super Bowl. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Good looking return here, and he's got room. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. Their offense running back out now. They really have the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. Back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. 16 yards on the play. And that'll give him a 1st down. It's the 2-minute warning here in Minneapolis. Lumberjacks pushing to get within range for a game winner. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the 1st down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete.
Well, QB put it pretty close to the sideline to begin with, and the defender, look at him, just put his little hand right out there and just encouraged it to fall out of bounds.
Finds a man right side. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st. They're set up at the 35 now. Here he is to throw. Fits it through the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They're all set up for the game winner. Let's see how they approach it, starting with this 1st and goal. They send him left out of the slot. They'll try and punch it in. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down. Timeout taken by the defense. Their 2nd. Another chance for him. And he's in for the touchdown. The Lumberjacks have taken the lead late. So how about the determination there? This game has been as hard fought as you will see. But they grab hold of the lead here with a late touchdown that may just win them the ball game.
You could almost feel them saying, Kate, we don't want overtime. Let's go out and get it done now. They accomplished their goal. But you do have to ask the question, do they leave too much time on the clock? Stay tuned.
He stopped on the return at the 27. The offense getting set to go. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. Taken in by Smith. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up 3rd down.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long. And it only takes a little bit for a throw to be up.
And he'll get it up to the 44. Prior to 1st down, they decide to call a timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Setting up to pass. And they got there in time. He's taken down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. And it's all over. They have done it. They're your Super Bowl champions. NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell to the podium now to award a well-earned Lombardi trophy to this worthy franchise. The best in the NFL, champions of the Super Bowl. So that is a wrap. Another memorable NFL season in the books for our entire team here at EA Sports. For my partner Brock Hewitt here, our fellow commentators Brandon and Charles, Mike and Greg, I'm Kate Scott saying thanks for watching. We cannot wait to catch you all again next season. Until then, good night, everybody, from the Super Bowl.